Most people delay building wealth because they assume they need a stroke of genius or a massive pile of startup capital. They sit on the sidelines, waiting for the perfect opportunity to arrive. This hesitation locks them into a lifelong cycle of trading their physical hours for a paycheck. And as the cost of living climbs year after year, that fixed salary barely keeps them above water. What keeps them trapped is rarely a lack of intelligence. It is the fear of looking foolish to their peers, combined with a constant desire to buy things that offer instant, visible status. Escaping poverty requires a completely different approach. The people who actually build wealth treat it as a mechanical, repeatable system. It requires showing up every day to execute unglamorous work. The people who stay broke are simply waiting to feel ready. They demand absolute certainty before taking a single step. The first step in building a wealth system is generating active cash flow. You do this by starting a proven, low-barrier service business that already has local demand. Think pressure washing, residential cleaning, or basic bookkeeping. These services sound boring at a dinner party, and that is exactly why they work. Flashy business ideas will attract massive competition. Boring businesses guarantee an open market filled with unreliable competitors. Compare a standard 40-hour job against a local hustle. 5 $250 weekend driveway jobs stack up to earn more than a standard 40-hour week. But execution is hard. Almost everyone quits by week 3. That is when the initial motivation fades, nobody is returning calls, and strict discipline has to take over. If you keep showing up, you win by default. Scrubbing driveways or balancing spreadsheets is not the final destination. The purpose of this phase is strictly to generate the cash flow required to fund the next stage of leverage. Once you have practical skills and steady cash flow, you move to digital leverage. Take the knowledge you use in your local service business and package it into scalable media. You don't need natural charisma or expensive camera setups. You never need to show your face. Simple stick figure animations can effectively explain ideas and hold an audience's attention. The entire process runs on a modern production line. Prompt AI to write scripts, use software to generate audio, and prompt image generators for visuals. A single person working from a laptop can produce the same volume of content that used to require a full studio, a camera crew, and a dedicated editing team. Every video you post becomes a piece of digital real estate. These assets work 24 hours a day, capturing attention by teaching other people the exact skills you mastered in phase 1. By doing this, your earning potential detaches from your physical location. You write a script once, and it can be viewed 1,000,000 times while you sleep. The final phase is asset accumulation. This is where you take the cash flow from your service business and your digital media and apply the investment rules outlined by Robert Kiyosaki. He established a strict dividing line. An asset puts money into your pocket, and a liability takes money out of your pocket. The middle class routinely purchases luxury cars and oversized houses, assuming they are making investments. In reality, they are tying up their capital in liabilities that constantly drain their cash through maintenance, taxes, and depreciation. Wealthy people deploy their capital into real assets. Take Apple in the year 2000. Before the iPhone existed, it was just another tech company trying to survive the dot-com crash. At the time, it looked completely unglamorous and unproven. This chart maps the raw power of compounding. A $100 investment in Apple back then starts flat, but over 2 decades, as the company expands and reinvests its profits, that tiny principal accelerates into $20,000. This reveals how the wealthy measure success. True wealth isn't defined by your monthly paycheck. It is measured in time, how many days forward you can survive if you stop working today. This flowchart visualizes the ultimate wealth formula. You learn a boring skill, you create digital content explaining it, you post consistently to build an audience, you sell your service, and you reinvest those profits into financial assets. This operates as a closed-loop engine. Every time you complete the cycle, your total leverage increases. You begin buying back your own time. Piles of cash are highly vulnerable to inflation. Real wealth consists of the systems, the digital real estate, and the financial assets that produce money without requiring your daily physical labor. The difference between the people who escape the cycle and the people who stay trapped is execution. It is the willingness to pick up a mop or study an accounting spreadsheet when everyone else is waiting for a glamorous shortcut. Pick one unglamorous skill today. Stop waiting for absolute certainty and start